What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video with Fishing with Kevin. I think he changed it to Kevin Palmer's Fishing. And today he's in there getting his rod ready. I'm going to be throwing the Speed Demon, the Cast King, and we're going to be teaching y'all how to fish a reel, a bait caster. So let's get to it. And this is one of the hardest reels I've ever threw. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit.
What up? Well, a little bit of bird's nest.
Okay. Okay, guys, so we're gonna be breaking down the reel. So you need to learn the reel before you can actually start throwing it. So this, I don't know, this right here, it goes up, tightens like where you can pull the line. It tightens it, and down makes it loose. And this knob right here, it makes the whatever, like you're throwing like a worm, a shaky worm, crankbait, a rattle trap, whatever kind of fishing lure. You need to set that before you can do anything, because you have to set that in order to get it right and actually cast. And I've made some few major problems not doing it. That's why I do it. And then this button, this pushes in, it pushes in. That's to let your line out when you take it back and throw it. You push that button in, that's to let the line out. And this right here, it's just a thing that helps you set your rod, so you don't tighten it all the way up to set it. And that's just the basic of the reel that I have. This is different because it's a Speed Demon. Let me show you the inside because it's... So on the Speed Demon, there's this knob right here on the back of the reel. Where the red thing is, there's a knob. And it pops up after you open it, and it shows this. These right here, them black things are the bearings to turn them off and on. And then you pretty much just, after you're done with that, you push that back in. And there you go, there's the reel.
Alright, so how I learned. So what I did is I took a weight here. This is a 3/4 ounce, just a small weight. I usually go 1.5 ounce just to practice learning. When I did it, what I did is I had gotten the yard and I bought some really cheap line, and every day I would go out there and practice. I made a lot of bird's nests, but I eventually did it. So what I did is I had this all the way down. I didn't know what this meant, these side bearings here, and I had this. I didn't even set this. I didn't know what it was. It was really bad, and eventually I found out. But I want to show you all what you can do today, and I want you to know what my brother did.
Okay, so this is how I learned to throw a bait cast. So this ain't the reel that I started with. I started with a, I don't remember what it's called, but I started with a baitcaster because my brother let me use it because I wanted to learn it, because I learned it after him. And so he let me use it, and every time I got a bird's nest, I had to give him $1, and I had to buy him new line. So he eventually showed me how to work what all these things do on a reel, and it took me days and weeks to figure out that you had to set it, you had to know what to fish, you had to know how to throw this thing without a bird's nest. It took me forever, but eventually you'll get it, and it's very hard sometimes. Don't doubt yourself. You can always do you can do things that you don't think you can. Just, that's the basics. It took me days to figure out a reel. That's it pretty much. Okay, so we're gonna show you how to start throwing it. This is how you set your reel instead of how to throw it. So before you throw it, you have to set your reel. And I got this 3/4 ounce weight.
Drop shot weight.
And it don't move when you push that button in, and it don't go down. That means you need to turn this knob right here. You have to turn it down until you get.
Well, what I did is I had to start all the way up and then work my way down.
Until you get to going slow, but moving, that's too fast. So I'd say, well, if it stops moving, about like that, maybe a bit slower. So.
Oh, you have to make sure your side brakings are all the way up too.
Like this. So after you get that set, you need to set your drag. So usually drags will be right here. That knob right here. I like to set it enough where you can pull it, but can't just like, where you can't just like easily pull it, but you have to have it tight enough that you like can pull it just tight, just not too tight. And after you get set that, this is this is a speed demon. On all speed demons, unless you're like a professional, this knob goes up to 0 to 9. I turn it on 9 all the way up. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I turn it up to 9. And after you do that, you pop this thing open again. Well, and after you pop it open, so there's bearings here. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see it. Them switches right there. I like to turn one up, down, up, down, up, and then down. Because when you have them regular, you bird's nest a lot. And it's a waste of your fishing times.
Take them all the way up.
And that's how I set my reel.
Alright, so how to set up a reel. So first things first. This little side knob here. Make sure it's all the way up to as high as it goes or max. When you get better, you can eventually take it down. Alright, so on this reel, it doesn't have the internal brakings. I'm gonna show you all what they would look like. They would go right here on your spool, but this one doesn't have it, or they could go right here. So you would have to make sure they're all on. So then now I'm going to show you how to set the rest of the way. All right, so now after your external braking is all the way up, you're gonna take your weight. Now I have this set already, but I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna take it all the way up to where you have to manually pull line out for it to go out. And then I'm gonna slowly go a little bit faster. All right, we keep going down. That's a little fast, so I'm gonna get it started here. Doesn't move. I'm gonna move it again. Hey, it goes down pretty slow. Now,
Y'all didn't see anything.
Now, this part, we have to teach you how to throw it out. All right, so he's gonna show you how to throw it.
But before you throw it, you have to learn the stance. So you can either be left-handed or right-handed. I reel right-handed, but I throw left-handed way. And so I like to stand like this, like foot behind foot, straight up wherever you're throwing. Either your shoulder, how you about to throw. And throw it, and not bird's nest.
Hey, that's pretty bad. But it is a really hard reel. I am really good at fishing. I fish for MLF High School series and Winter City High School in Tennessee.
And before we move on, we're going to talk about a sponsor. Our sponsor for today's video is Bubba's Baits. You can go to his website at, what's his website?
I'll post it down in
He'll post
comments.
it down in the comments. And then, so after he posts that, you can go to it, you can get, I don't know if they do custom anymore.
They do.
So they do custom. You can make swim baits, whatever. They have jigs. Don't they have crankbaits?
Yeah, lots of crankbaits and lots of lipless.
And after you do it, you can get custom, or you can just go off the website and order what you want. So that's our today's sponsor. So please go buy from him.
Yes. So for the casting part, so you're gonna have to push this down Put your thumb on the spool, hold it on the spool. So you're gonna take your rod back, all the way back, and when you're gonna throw, you're gonna have to let go about right here. This should be about what you're gonna throw. It's about a 90-degree angle from your bicep to your forearm here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna let it go here. That was very bad because it's so set high, but it was still a good cast, no burst nest at all. So now that I've got the technique down, you'll have to practice that a lot. So once you get technique down, you're gonna eventually, I've done this for so long, I'm really good at this, you're gonna work your way down on this. I usually throw at 5, but I do this a lot. So, and then you're gonna fix your tension spool here. I have mine fast too because I've done it. Now I'm gonna throw the same thing.
But now, you forgot about what do you do before it hits like the water?
You have to put your thumb on the spool right before it hits the water. Now some will do it itself, it'll stop it for you, but most won't. This one will not. I went in and grabbed my worst reel that no one in my family really likes to fish.
Other than me, I like fishing it.
I got it just to show you all that it can be done on any reel. I have some really good, I have a $500 reel sitting in there right now. I got a good deal on it. It's a Shimano Mediterranean DC. I'm currently waiting on a few more, but eventually, after a while, you could get better and better. But that's about all you need for throwing a baitcaster. It takes a lot of practice too.
Okay, so that's going to be the end of this video, but don't forget about our sponsor, Bubba's Baits. Go to the description below and order off of him. He has some great deals. You get custom lures or whatever. So, peace.